So you finally gathered a list of products that you're ready to test. You did all of the research, you made sure to check every single part of it and validated it as much as you could, and now you're ready for the next step. A lot of people struggle with this step. They don't know how to create their own videos and make high converting videos for dropshipping, and today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that. So I'm going to break down my exact strategy that I use to edit all of my videos, and it's been proven to give me results every single time. So as you can see here, I just have the TikTok Creative Center open, and I found this one product right here, which I think is interesting. So we're going to be using this product for the example of this video. Then we're going to go to the next step, which is how to source creatives. In order to find creatives, we just go over to TikTok and you just search up some keywords which we think would bring up the product for us. So here I just searched up retro console, and we can see right here, it's the exact same product that we saw here. It's popped up right here. We can go through all these videos and just start downloading ones which we think we can use for an ad. A lot of people, they think like the video needs to have a high amount of views and things like that, but it's not always necessary. So it's more about looking at the video and seeing that can you get what you need out of that video. This video right here, the first one, I think it's pretty good. It's showing some gameplay footage and stuff, which I definitely think I can use. So all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna click on this video and we're just gonna copy the link for the video. Then we're just gonna head over to Snaptic, which is basically just a platform that lets you download TikTok videos without the watermark. So we're gonna take the copied link and we're just gonna paste it right here, and we just hit download. And there we go. Continue this process and just keep trying to find different videos which we think we can use for our advertisement. I do like near the end of this video where it's again showing some more of that gameplay content, and it does do a good job of showing like a 360 view of the entire product so people can see exactly what they're getting. Copy that link too. You just hit download other video, boom, paste in that link, and there we go. One more thing I see a lot of people worrying about with sourcing creatives from TikTok and stuff is they always have text over the video. It can seem like, how am I gonna get rid of the text, or how am I gonna work around this? We're gonna explain in the next steps exactly how to hide the text showing in the video. Okay, so I've gathered up a bunch of videos for us to use, and now we are in CapCut. CapCut is a free editing software that you can use. We're just gonna start with one of the videos. I want to try to build a story with the ad, right? Where first we're kind of showing off what the product looks like, then we show off the functionality of the product, and then just some gameplay footage at the end. Just gonna drag in this video into our timeline. So we're just gonna cut it right around here, right? So over here, we can see the product and we can just skip past all that stuff in the beginning. So we kind of unravel it, and then you just kind of see a view of the entire product. And we're also just gonna mute the sound for the video because we're gonna put in our own sound later on. Then just go to the next video we wanna add. I think I'm gonna show something like probably this one. So it kind of just shows you all the different options right there. So I wanna have a clip of that. So I'm just gonna cut it right there to where we're starting to see all the options, and kind of flash it through them all. And right before the gameplay starts, we are going to cut it again. And we're just gonna show some different variations of this too, right? We don't wanna just keep showing one. A lot of customers, they like to see the same thing multiple times in different scenarios. We're gonna put this one as well. And again, like each one, it is kind of showing a bit different things in each one. So it's always good to show off as much of the product as we can. We can probably add in this clip too, right? That it's showing that the product has an SD card slot. So We want to kind of showcase all the features that it has. So we're just going to cut to right around here where they're pulling out the SD card. Let's see, do we want to use this? So we can use those clips as well. There's just kind of some B-roll footage that can definitely be useful. We're gonna cut this right here, and then how he's kind of like flicking through all the options, we can cut that right there. And so this, again, it's just more showing all the options and the menus inside of the game. So we're gonna keep all the clips showing the menus inside of the console all together. So we have it right here, right? So we showed these, we showed this, and then we also showed this one. So it kind of showed you 3 different menus inside of the console. We're gonna chop this up a bit more later on, but for now, I'm just gonna keep that there. We can probably put a cut right here since these 2 clips are unrelated, right? Because this one is a feature, again, the SD card, whereas these ones are just kind of B-roll shots. So you want to separate things based on the structure, right? You have features, you have B-roll, and then you have the gameplay and the 360 view of the product. So we want to separate all those things. So we can just go back to one of the videos that we already used, like this one, which is showing us the gameplay, right? So we're just gonna cut it at a different part of the video this time. So instead of showing the first half, now we're gonna show the second half. And there we go. So now we're showing the gameplay so people know what kind of games they can see on here. I think, yeah, we'll use this one. So now we have some more gameplay to show. So just crop that in. There we go. So we got another gameplay clip. And I think this one shows some other gameplay footage. And yeah, there we go. So we already showed the Mario Kart gameplay. So we don't want to keep repeating ourselves. We want to try to stay away from that as much as we can. So we're just going to go down to this game right here, which I don't think it was shown in the other videos yet. So it's good to have some variety. We have our rough structure of our ad now at this point. And now basically the only thing that we need to do is first we need to come up with some kind of script to describe the product and just give the customer some information about what they're buying and just kind of highlight all the different features that we want to talk about, things like that. Then we need to add some subtitles, because you'll find that a lot of times customers, they don't really have their sound on their phone. And so if it's muted, then it might be hard to understand what the product is. So it's always good to have captioned on all of your videos. I always recommend that. The first thing we need to do is come up with some kind of good hook, right? So the first 1 to 3 seconds of your video is always the most important, because it's within these few seconds that you need to grip your customer's attention and hope that they watch the rest of the video. So they're not gonna watch the rest of the video if they feel that it's boring within the first 3 seconds. One of the most effective ways to make a strong hook for a video is to use what we call negative advertising. So what negative advertising is basically we're just gonna try to say something bad or something negative that might grip the user's attention. So an example of this would be, we can say something like, this is the worst decision we've ever made, right? And so then it kind of grips the user's attention and they're like, wait, why is this the worst thing you've ever made? Like, what's wrong with it? No company is gonna talk bad about their product. And we're not either, but we're just gonna add that as a hook to get the customer interested. And then we're gonna actually hit them with all the different benefits of our product. Let's see, we're just gonna go to the text option on CapCut, and we're just gonna drag in some text right here. Then we can click on that text and we can edit it right here. So, you know, just exactly like I said, right? This is the worst decision we've ever made. And to try to grip their attention a bit more. We can do stuff like capitalizing certain words. So we can capitalize the word worst so that then customers can pay attention to it more. Then normally I like to use a different kind of font, something a bit thicker. So like indivisible right here is usually the one I use the most. Also, since there's text from the other video that we're using, right? We want to make sure that you can't see that text. And so here's how we're going to do that. So we're just going to use one of these preset styles where it has a background to it, right? Because now I can simply just drag the text right over the text that's already there, and boom, it's completely gone. This is always the way that I do it, and how you can get your videos to always look clean. Also, just again, to grab the user's attention even more, we can add some colors into the text. So things like that, just as many things that you can add to it, it's gonna help grab the user's attention more and more. So right here, we're just gonna make the word worst a different color than the rest. So maybe we can make it like red. And so yeah, now it's kind of popping out a bit more. And then we can also like italicize the word a bit. And so there we go. It's already looking a lot better. We only want to keep the hook for around 3 seconds, right? So we can see right here, this text option, it's only there until the 3-second mark. And we don't want to continue it longer than that. We want to just start getting right into the video at this point. You can just actually cut out a lot of this bulk that we have on this video. So we're just gonna maybe cut it down a bit more here too. And there we go. So here we can just start describing different parts of the product, the benefits, right? The structure that we like to keep for video ads is first 3 seconds of the hook, then you have about 10 to 20 seconds just describing the product and all of its benefits and features. And then the last 3 to 5 seconds is the call to action. We can just actually get the call to action out of the way since it's easier to do. So in order to make a call to action, we're just gonna copy the text that we already made, and we're just gonna paste that here. Inside of this text, all we need to do is state our offer that we're giving for this product. So for this product, I'm just gonna do like 40% off, sale ends midnight, okay? And again, just make certain text pop out a bit more to grab people's attention. Now we have our ending text good to go. We can maybe shorten this a little bit so that it's the same length, like that. Now all we're left with is the middle section. So I think before we get right into the games and stuff that we're showing here, maybe we can just have a bit more of that B-roll footage. We're just gonna use these clips that we found here. We can kind of just take this entire clip and put it up here. All we need to do is just kind of continue off from where we left off, right? So we said this is the worst decision we've ever made. We said, we can maybe even like talk about the offer that we have running, right? And so this is a good way to tell the customer about the sale that's going on. And so here's exactly how we're gonna do that. We're just gonna copy paste our first text again. We're just gonna say, our 40% off sale is making us lose money. And we're just gonna fix up the text like that. And then we can just shorten this a bit because now we kind of want to start getting a bit more fast paced with our writing and to make sure that it fits in here. So a 40% off sale is making us lose money. Too many people are buying our product. And so, you know, this is just building up that curiosity in a customer. We're saying stuff like that the 40% off sale, it's ruining our margins and we're not able to be profitable anymore. And so, you know, it's enticing the customer and making them think, oh wow, okay, so this is like probably the best deal I'm ever gonna get on this product, since they're literally losing money by selling this. And so yeah, things like that. It's just gonna grip the audience's attention. So once we have that, then we just need to go in and describe the different features. And so this should be pretty simple. So again, we're just going to continue to keep copying our text layout that we already made. And here we're just going to say, so like, I think part of this game console is it has 15,000 plus games. So we're just going to state that right here. Pre-installed games. And again, we can just kind of highlight that text of 15,000, that. And then we want to kind of have that clip going until here. Then we want to talk about the SD card, right? So with the SD card for this game console, you can add even more games into it. So we're just gonna say with the option to add even more. So I think that's pretty good. So we can just put that right there. Right, and so here we can just say the different kind of games that are available inside of this console. Okay, and then once we're done with that, then we can just say the different kind of games that are also included. Okay, so here we have a bit of an issue, right? We're not able to completely cover the text over here. We can see it's kind of poking out from the top and the bottom. So here's a hack to fix this. In order to fix that, all we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here. This is just our background settings for the box that goes behind the text. And we can see we can adjust the height and the width of the box right here. So since we see that the height is a bit too low, we're just gonna crank that up a bit until it fully covers it. And there we go. Now that text is fully gone. And so now we can just kind of watch through what we have so far. So this is the worst decision we've ever made. Our 40% off sale is making us lose money. Too many people are buying our product. We're 15,000 pre-installed games with an optional SD card and even more. Say the different simulators and then the different games. And yeah, 40% off sale ends midnight. So we can actually probably even shorten this part a bit. I feel it is kind of long. Maybe cut the Mario gameplay a bit. And yeah, we'll just go right to the Dragon Ball Z stuff. We can just kind of go right into the gameplay, I think. We're just gonna go right there. And yeah, we're just gonna shorten that all the way and then bring back our call to action text. And there we go. And we can maybe even make this a bit shorter here and then make those kind of the same size. And yeah, I think now we are looking pretty good with the video. And yeah, I think this is looking pretty decent now at this point. So all that we need to do at this point is we want to just add some sound and some music to the video just to make it more engaging. We can just go to the audio tab on CapCut right here, and it's going to bring up a bunch of different sounds that you can put into the video, and you can go ahead and choose whichever one you like. And for copyright reasons, I'm not going to be adding any sound to the video right now, but this is where you can do it if you do want to do it for your own video. At this point, we're pretty much done with the video. So it has a good structure to it, we have a good hook to it, and then we have explaining our different features and benefits, and then we also have our call to action right at the end. And this is the exact way that I edit all of my videos. For all of my product tests, I do this every single time. If you have any other questions, make sure to drop them in the comments below and I'll try my best to help you out. You can check out my Discord community, which is linked in the description. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.